So good morning, good afternoon, doesn't really matter. Welcome to the channel where we talk about anything. So today we're going to talk about this guy. He's talking about Bill Gates vaccination, polio, and how Bill Gates is trying to kill Africans. You know, that is what is going on. But first, let's watch the video, and I want you guys to listen to what the guy is saying, and then after the video I'm going to explain it. I think if you watch this clip you will understand what is going on, but some people will not understand it, so I'm going to explain it for you guys. So let's go.
Or people that follows his concept of vaccination polio, which is one of the core objective our Bill Gates Foundation vaccinations. And ODA no Overseas Development Agency kano Bill Gates could try to Japan in 2004, was that 2008 thereabout, 2012. Okotria scanema Japan and or J vaccination no, of polio no esini na so and or Nigeria so obewo. So one would ask, say then the can Bill Gates say Nigeria as a country no akogini loan 800 million 80 million or 800 million. And now all the baba and vaccination of polio. Ultimate do foundations kasa matua obi country bi kama no ne fama me na me nkowo bajwa de ze
enti be say akomapamu
say philanthropic
So you have watched the video and you're asking yourself, Kwabena, why are you complaining again? This guy is telling the truth. No, he's not telling the truth. Listen what the guy said in end. It's a charity, it's a goodwill. So why is the guy complaining? The reason why the guy is complaining is because he's rich. He doesn't understand why would somebody pay off a debt. I'm rich. I don't care about these poor people. I can go to the hospital if I want to. So why is this guy coming to Nigeria and paying off their debt? Is he mental or he's trying to kill us? Now, let me give you the information. So, in like beginning of the 2000s, there were only 4 countries with polio pandemic. Was India, was Nigeria, was Afghanistan, and of Pakistan. Okay. Bill Gates, they were already doing their They were already doing their own vaccination because India was making a vaccine to fight polio. So Bill Gates, he stepped in to help them fight the polio. He gave them money and support and research a little bit of polio. Polio was out of India. And right now they are doing space. They are going to space. Because the polio is a lot of, it's expensive. It was like making them broke. They are going to space.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Majestic liftoff and the announcement of normal liftoff from the Range Operations Director.
सफलतापूर्वक उत्थापन PSLV-C 51 का अपने मिशन की ओर अग्रसर.
19 satellites taking a ride in this mission. Amazonia 1 being the prime satellite.
Stage performance normal.
ROD के अभी घोषणा के अनुसार प्रथम चरण का निष्पादन सामान्य होता हुआ. अब प्रमोचन यान अपने अधिकतम गतिक दाब से गुजर रहा है. पूरे नियंत्रण तंत्र सामान्य काम करते हुए.
The PS-1 performance is according to the expectation for this mission. Both the strap-ons have ignited on ground. It's 1 minute 15 seconds into the launch.
Even though Indians are poor, still they are poor, but they're going to space. A I know that a lot of Ghanaians will say, "Oh, what did they doing?" If it was in Ghana or whatever, they would say, "What are Ghana doing? They should have built school. They have built this. Why are they going to space?" People, everybody use mobile phone. Everybody use TV. All this thing will help them. And don't start with the Catridia. And what can Ghana do? Space, people. The Catridia. The word again. Space is expensive. And Indians, they are business people. Africans, we are not really in business. So after the extension of polio in India, Bill Gates came to Nigeria to fight the battle of polio there. Okay? And he paid off their debt. They were already vaccine people. This guy is acting like Bill Gates buy all the vaccines, and then he went to Nigeria and gave them the shots. It's not like that. They're already doing it. That is why they went into debt in the first place. They were already doing it, and they were just need some help. Right now, they need some help too. So you're busy doing it. It's almost done. You will hear a news run from 2016, and they will tell you a story about it. Okay.
Well, let's begin with our first big story. Health workers are worried about the confirmation of 2 cases of poliovirus in northern state of Borno in Nigeria.
But the UNICEF says the 2 new cases underline the prevailing risks children encounter in conflict zones.
Nigeria is one of 3 countries worldwide, coming next to Pakistan and Afghanistan, where polio is considered endemic. 6 confirmed polio cases were recorded in 2 states in 2014, and the previous year 53 cases in 9 states. The last case was discovered in Kano in July 2014. These experts are gathered here to celebrate a milestone achievement, conquering a dreaded disease that affects children and babies.
The activities we've done so far this year in terms of our surveillance, taking after the children, ensuring that they get the vaccination must be intensified. This country took care of Ebola by doing an aggressive monitoring of cases. We need to do that. Aggressive vaccination of our children. That's what is going to get us free of polio.
Over the years, they had tried to find measures of making sure that children are protected from the disease at birth. They had also continually made efforts to ensure that every young child gets immunized. Surveillance and routine checks and tracking of newborns is still necessary if Nigeria is to attain the World Health Organization free status in the next 3 to 5 years.
Despite the progress we've made, we're not yet out. We need to keep on accelerating the pedal in such a way that we should not relax. We should not rest on our oar until we see the last case of a poliovirus. So far, 6 months without a case, but we should not sleep until we've attained certification 3 years later.
We need to continue motivating all the community workers, the traditional leaders, the politicians, to continue our efforts, because the goal is possible and collectively we have made great progress. We just need to continue doing more of all the good work that we have been doing in the past years.
In 2014, there were only 350 confirmed cases in the world, coming down from more than 300,000 a year when the Global Eradication Program began in 1988. And with an 87% reduction in cases of the virus in children in Nigeria, these experts are hoping that the insurgency-prone areas and states will not have a new case anytime soon. Kemi Balogun, TVC News Nigeria, Abuja.
You have watched the video, you have listened to what they said. There were 300,000 cases a year. But this video is from 2016. Bill Gates paid off the debt in 2018. So in 2016, they were already fighting the virus, but they needed push a little bit money to finish the program. So Bill Gates saw it and said, these people, I will help them. I will pay them. I will pay off the debt that they owe Japan. That million, they will pay it off. That's a great thing, people. But this man, see, this is the wickedness of people. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand why killing of the polio is better. Then he's going to talk about like other diseases. So my friend, we battle one virus at a time. I will tell you this too. If it was not for Bill Gates, Ebola would have spread to African countries. Because he was there, he helped Africans. This man loved third world countries, and that's the reason why people don't understand it. He wants to help us develop. He always talk about African developing themselves or getting help develop themselves. Even when the vaccine came, even during the pandemic, if you remember it correctly, see, a lot of people, they watch news and they don't pay attention. Remember when Bill Gates' wife, he came on the news and he said that, but people misunderstood what she said. She said that in a country in South America, people are dying, and next it will be Africa. Then you saw it. Because everybody was in pandemic, there will not come help. There will not be help. Then you saw that then African countries step in. They were doing more things to stop the virus. If it wasn't for the lady that came out and said it, they would have just lay back and let everything roll. Okay? They stepped in. They started beating you guys for face mask and that kind of stuff to make sure. And the lockdown, they enforced the lockdown. In Kenya, they were beating people. In Ghana, they were beating people, military and all that kind of stuff. It's because the lady came on the news and told that there's no help coming, so the Africans have to do something or they will die. You understand? But because people, they listen to news or they listen to Bill Gates and they think, oh, he's a killer. He's trying to kill Africans. If you take the vaccine, you cannot have children. It's not true. So, if you take the vaccine, you have to wear condoms if you don't want children. It's because the pill will not work. So, that's it. That is what is going on. And people saying that the vaccine has like poison in it. No. See, this is the problem what people don't understand. The vaccine get tested on healthy people, not sick people, people that are healthy, and they check how many of them get sick. If they get sick, then they have to make sure that the vaccine is correct again, and then that kind of stuff. So don't think that there's a virus in the vaccine. Why would they put a virus in a vaccine? And stop listening to all the chip ones. There's no chip in the vaccine. Have you seen the panier? Have you seen the vaccine shot? It's small. How the hell are they going to put a chip in it? There's this. Okay, I'll pull it in. It's a joke. In the end, I will put it in, and you guys will laugh at it. Okay. So that is what I'm telling you guys. Take the vaccine, but the vaccine you only have like 600,000 vaccine in Ghana. And I will also add this. The vaccine, I think you don't have to take the vaccine. Okay. But if you want to travel to another country, like you want to travel abroad, then you have to take the vaccine. But in your own country, you don't have to take the vaccine. And people are saying that, why is that Europe, if the vaccine is so working, why is everybody not get it? See, this is the problem with people. People do not do their own research. They hear something that's go with the wind. So here, what they are going to do is this. They're going to start with people that are at risk of getting the COVID. So those people are the old people, the police, the nurses, the bus drivers, the ministers, and that kind of stuff. So those people in the military that are going to send in the field will be vaccinated. So right now in Ghana, I think those people are the only people that are going to get vaccine. That's why they order like 600,000 vaccine. That's 31 million people in Ghana. 31 million people. They only have 600,000 vaccine. So they're not going to push the vaccine on you. For now anyway, if you want to travel to another country, then you need it. This is how you sound like when you say coronavirus is fake or the vaccine is not going to work. I hope that you like this video, and I will see you next time. Last video for you guys to enjoy. Listen to the guy and you will see that people are. Let's go.
I do not believe any of the figures that come from the mouths of the politicians or those that represent the health industry.
Why not, Keith?
Because, James, they don't make any sense.
Well, okay. I don't think there's much to be gained from comparing their qualifications with mine or with yours. So let's move straight to the why of it. Why are they trying to lie to you?
Well, I think that's the question that none of us can answer. And
well, I can. But I'm interested in your answer.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know why.
Well, you have to know, because my answer is they're not lying. Your answer is yes, they are. So you're the only one that has to answer it.
You use your two eyes.
Yes, go on.
That demonstrate that they're not telling the truth.
How?
If you'll give me some time to explain.
Well, I want the why of it first, if I may.
Yeah. You can't get the why because none of us know.
Why do you think they're lying to you?
Why? You know, there's lots and lots of reasons.
Why do you think they're lying to you, Keith? That's all I want to know.
That's not the question. I don't know, James.
Right, but you're certain that they are.
The facts tell me that they are.
Yes.
The facts through my eyes tell me that they are.
Go on then, give me a couple.
Let me finish. The fact that in May...
I just said give me a couple. That's an invitation to you to speak.
In May, when everybody was on the beach and we were told there was going to be a major spike, nothing happened. We are told to stay indoors. I'm indoors at the moment.
But we weren't. There's been a second spike. We're in the middle of it now. The death rate.
James, what are we on a second
Keith,
spike
mate,
of?
let's not fall out, Keith.
This time of year, influenza, as let's go back to 2017 and let's talk facts. In 2017, during the winter period of flu, there were 50,713 extra deaths caused by influenza.
Yes.
Did we close it down?
Keith,
no. How many people die
Keith,
of COVID?
All right, let me try again.
No idea,
let me try again. So you're convinced that they're lying, but you don't know why. Okay. I struggle to get past that point. The death rate this week has hit figures that we haven't seen since last May. So obviously all of the efforts that we made to get infection rates down over that period worked. The lockdown worked. Otherwise, the figures wouldn't have gone back up again when we came out of it. I've got two questions for you. One might upset you a bit, but
you won't upset me, James.
Oh, that's all right. Why do you think you're so angry about something you can't explain?
Why am I so angry? Because I feel that the government says one thing, that it wants to protect the economy, that it's excuse me, acting in our interests.
Yes.
It says one thing, but then does completely the opposite.
But that doesn't stand up to scrutiny because it says it wants to protect the economy and protect the population. So you've fallen into that thinking that it's 100% one way.
Can I ask you one question?
All right, not yet, no, because I'm still much more interested in what you think. I know what I think. The bolus I can't get past is this absolute certainty that they're lying to you without the beginnings of an idea why they would want to. And that for me is a big flaw in where you are. And what I feel as a fellow human is that I want to try and help you be less angry about something you can't articulate. So let's try again. Why would they want to lie to us? Just give me a theory.
I've got no theory.
Concern why making me feel like I have to take this vaccination when I'm going to survive regardless.
Yes, because you might pass it on to people who don't.
But if they've had the vaccination, then James, then surely they'll be fine.
Well, how do they know unless everybody has it?
But what's the problem if they've had it?
There's no problem, mate. You're just not allowed in the pub. That's all.
But why not? I don't understand why I'm being ostracised for not wanting something that's only been tested for 3 months, 4 months.
You're not. You're just not being allowed into places where you might give coronavirus to people.
I mean, ostracised. But if they've had the vaccine, then why am I not allowed in?
Well, because they've had the vaccine and you haven't.
Yeah, but if they're vaccinated, then they don't have to worry then, do they, James?
No, but you're not allowed into the pub because you haven't had the vaccine. Because if they let you in, Kyle, they'll have to let everybody else who hasn't had the vaccine in as well, and you'll all infect each other.
Yeah, but I'm personally...
Okay, let me put it this way. It's to protect people who aren't clever enough to protect themselves. So you'd be in the pub without the vaccine, and under your rules, there'd be some... If you stop talking, I'll explain your misunderstanding, Kyle, and with great... gratitude, actually, for the opportunity to explain this to people like you. If you're allowed into the pub without a vaccine, then so is him, and so is he, and so is he, and so is her, and so is she, and you could all infect each other, you see?
Yeah.
And then you'd all need treatment, and some of you would be intubated, and some of you would go into intensive care, and some of you would die. So it's to protect people who aren't clever enough to understand how they can protect themselves.
That's 0.5% of us.
Where are you getting that number from, Kyle?
Not because there's 99.5% survival rate.
Yes, but where are you getting that number from?
Where are you getting the death rate from, James?
I haven't mentioned the death rate.
No, but I'm getting the same.
Where from, Kyle?
You're getting from. I'm getting it from when I'm doing my research online.
Yes, but where, mate? Because you can't say I'm getting it from the internet, can you? You can buy moon cheese on the internet. Where exactly are you getting this 99.5% survival rate?
Because it's a fact that is a 99.5%.
Doesn't become a fact when you keep saying it. Just refer me to the source.
Where's your? What is it that this virus is 90% successful?
I haven't said that. I haven't used any numbers yet on the Kyle, I haven't said a number yet on the programme today. So let's just concentrate on where you're getting your facts from.
From the research that I'm doing, James.
Yes, research where? Into what?
I take the phone away from my ear, but to go on to the articles that I've read.
Well, just name. You must have gone, oh, crikey, that looks good. That's come from Harvard. Or, blimey, that's from the Office of National Statistics. Or that's from the World Health Organization.
I'll say it's from the World Health. I can't pinpoint where I've got my...
And that is why, Kyle, we need to protect you from yourself, you see, which is what a vaccine would do. So you can stay at home if you want, doing your research. But if you want to move into a public space where you might infect other people, I'm afraid you'll be prevented from doing so. Do you understand why now?
But I can go out and mix with the public and do what I want and be fine with the 99.5% survival rate.
But you keep saying this number. You keep saying, what if I said now it's got a 100% death rate? And you said, where are you getting that number from? And I said, my research. I'm getting it from my research. No, only the people that have had it. Well, that's all a conspiracy, you see, Kyle, because I saw it on Facebook and there are a lot of people who are actually dead who are still walking around.
Is there?
Yes. I researched it on the internet. They're like zombies, and because they've got these chips in them, Bill Gates is controlling them with a PlayStation 4 controller. Seriously. Just have the vaccine, man.